Alright, hang on. Alright, so I am waiting for the first manager to show up. I am opening today. I am off tonight, tomorrow, and the morning after. And I work that night. Not sure what I'm doing for my time off yet. I am kind of broke to the broke right now. I am tapped out because being 2 hours away from home and having to still figure out food for 2 houses temporarily and try to cover my bills, which is not happening right now. I am literally a month behind on all my bills by next month. I've put nothing towards anything this month because I don't have the money. Switching from weekly paychecks to bi-weekly, it's been a big leap and a big struggle. And focusing on my diet, I went to the weight loss doctor on Monday morning, and driving to work Monday afternoon, I got stuck on a back road because Google Maps detoured me for some unknown reason on this dirt path that I could not get off of for an hour on my own because I am a very skittish driver. I do not drive through mud or potholes or any of that stuff, and that back road was really bad, and I got really lucky that somebody stopped and helped me and moved my car for me because I would have been stuck there all night. Might I have to winch me at all? The weight loss doctor did the full body scan thing where you stand and you hold the grip thingies and stuff. It showed that my percentage of body fat is going down. My water weight's pretty high, so I'm retaining water for some reason. I'm not understanding that. So what he wants to do is, since it looks like my weight loss has stalled entirely in the 240s, like I lost, almost 10 pounds, and it's been stuck there for months. Like, no matter what I try, I'm still on the same diet. I'm now working on my feet longer hours. Nothing's happening. It doesn't make any sense. I'm actually eating less, and it doesn't make any sense. So he's going to add another medication to my roster before going the route of an injection that my insurance will cover. This injection will have to be taken 30 minutes before I eat. However, the problem is I can't schedule something like that with 9-hour shifts. I don't know when I'm going to have time to eat, much less 30 minutes prior to be able to take a shot. So I'm not sure how well that's going to work. So if this new medication doesn't work, I don't know what to do. Because regular dieting's not working. I've been on the same diet since day one. I still look like this. It doesn't make any sense. When I was doing keto on my own and the Mediterranean diet and, the Indo diet and stuff like that, like I was dropping weight really quickly, and it was steady, and it kept going, and I just had to reboot every now and then. It's not doing it this time. And the only thing different is I'm working. So instead of sitting at home focusing entirely on my diet, which entirely benefited me, for some reason, me being active counteracts diet. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Now tell me working out and weight loss go hand in hand, because clearly for me, it doesn't. I'm on my feet. I'm lifting heavy stuff all the time. I'm moving around all the time. I'm sweating my butt off all the time. Make it make sense. I don't understand. I don't understand. So I'm getting frustrated with that. I am on week 2, day 4 of my training program out of 4 weeks. I've already taken my first quiz, and I did okay on it. I mean, I don't know if it would have been a passing grade because I second guessed myself on one of the questions, my answer, and I changed it and it was correct the first time. So I need to stop doing that. And I'm really struggling for some menu items, like how to put them together, ingredients and stuff like that. I'm struggling with that because I literally have 2 weeks of experience in this business. So hopefully they're going to go easy on me a little bit when it comes to the final exam, because by then I literally would only have 4 weeks of experience. But I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. Oh, hiccups. I don't know. I did get a good compliment yesterday. I worked morning shift with the guy that wrote most of the recipes for the business, and he said he was proud of me at one point in time. So I kind of dragged that out. I told the VP when he showed up for the afternoon shift with my roommate, who is another one of the managers in training. I told him that, David was proud of me. He said he was proud of me, and he was like, "Oh, that's like a really high compliment." And I was like, "I know." So it's pretty clear that I'm putting my best foot forward the best I can. It's exhausting. I'm tired. I mean, I was in bed by like almost 8 p.m. last night. I don't know. I'm exhausted. Physically, mentally, like everything. I don't know, by the end of the 4 weeks, I don't know what's going to happen. But I hope I pass my final test, become a salary manager, because that's the goal. Hopefully lose some more freaking weight. I don't know about picking up my meds right now. If I'm short on funds and can't get back and forth as it is, I don't know how I'm going to get my medication if it's 2 hours away. No clue. But I'll be off tomorrow, and if I go home this afternoon, maybe tomorrow I can drive out and pick up my medications if it's ready. I'll have to message my pharmacy ladies. I actually am friends with them, so I can text them. Which is really cool on my end, because, I used to work with them, so. And I don't know what time it is, but I have been recording for 8 minutes, and I know I showed up like 20 minutes early or so, but why am I the only manager that shows up early? Oh, yesterday, the manager also, the guy that was training me and gave me a compliment, the first time that we worked together, he showed up on time to open at 8 a.m. And he was like, "You're early. Like, how long have you been waiting on me?" I was like, "I don't know, like 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes. He goes, "Why are you so early?" I said, "Because if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, you're fired." Like, is that not everybody's philosophy? I don't know how y'all function. I was raised to work in the 90s. That was what we were always taught. He was like, "Oh, that's a good philosophy." I was like, "You need to adopt it." So yesterday, when we worked together again, I showed up. I was maybe 25 minutes early, and he shows up 20 minutes early this time. And he gets out of the truck and he goes, "I can't seem to beat you here." I was like, "And you're never going to." Now that I know it's a competition, you're never going to. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing after work today. I'm off at 5 at the latest. By like 4 o'clock, we switch out the daytime tills in the registers, count them all, make sure people are clocked out that need to be clocked out. So I spend the last hour doing that. The rest of the time, I'm pretty much in the kitchen, at least for the rest of this week. Next week, we're supposed to be up front doing the retail end of everything. Oh, I got hiccups. And we actually have to learn how to take tables and ring up things because we got to learn the system. I've only taken one order before. It was a catering order, and I couldn't answer the questions over the phone because somebody was like, doesn't this burger come with this sort of bread? I'm like, can't give you that answer. My response was, it can come with whatever bread you want. We can alter it if you want it. If that's the toppings that you want, but you don't like the bread, we can change the bread. It's that easy. I think that was the best answer I could come up with because I literally didn't know the answer. So sometimes you gotta be creative like that to dodge the answer. But yeah, I don't know, I'm exhausted. Where is everybody? This is one of the biggest restaurants in the chain that I'm working at this morning. I don't like working in this one because their air conditioning doesn't work in the kitchen. And they have a lot of roof leaking going on in random spots. And I can't seem to find product that I'm looking for majority of the time because their cooler is not organized, in my opinion. But I'm supposed to clock in by 8. Let me look at at a 7:50. I've been filming for 12 minutes, so that tells you I've been sitting here for a while. Anyway. Week 2. It's Thursday. The only other recording I've done so far today is my car stuck in the mud. And you can't tell in the video, but like the middle part of the road is actually like a hump. So when I went to move forward, it would grind. I got stuck on the gravel at one point, and I was too afraid to go on the sides to get stuck in the mud on the sides too, because it had a couple drop-offs. Like, it was very narrow road, and there was like a drop-off on each side, and I couldn't judge where it was because there was water there. So I was absolutely not okay getting out there myself, but I have a recording of it. I'll see if I can edit it best I can to add it to the video. Anyway, I'm gonna sit and wait, I guess. Somebody needs to clean this parking lot. Nah.
Hey, when you get a chance, shoot Josh a message.
Okay.
Just like say, hey, just checking up on you. That's all.
It's Friday, week 2 of trading. I'm at home. I left work yesterday around 4:30. Got everything done. We were just slow, so I'm all dried in the face. Wow, it's bad. This is psoriasis, by the way. This is a type of dermatology issue. I don't know you, old lady. Must be their grandmother or something. I don't know. Across the street. Never seen her car before. But anyway. I left yesterday from one of the locations and drove an hour and 40 minutes home. Got here about 6-ish, a little after 6. Bike sputtered out. So we had dinner last night. He made chicken fingers from scratch. So we had chicken tenders, and he seasoned them and left them in the fridge with seasoning. He put a little bit too much cayenne pepper on there because, woo, did I have heartburn while eating it. But he gave me 3 chicken tenders, and he breaded it with almond flour for me, and broccoli. So that was my dinner. Go in the store to get some eggs because we don't have any eggs, and I need to eat to take my meds, and I forgot to bring my power bar from the loft. This eggs are like $4. I had a $10 bill sitting in my wallet because the other girl in the training program gave me $10 for gas for driving her around because she doesn't drive. So I was driving around for at least 3 shifts so far. But yeah, I'm just trying to relax today. Tomorrow I have to leave probably around 1 o'clock, swing by the loft, pick up my work shirt because I forgot to bring a work shirt like a dum-dum, and then head out to one of the locations to do a closing shift. So I've got all day today and tomorrow morning to just relax, which I need right now. I'm so stressed out. I'm having like nightmares of like drowning and stuff, and I looked up the meaning of that, and that literally means that you're overwhelmed and stressed and stuff like that. So that's pretty crazy. But I'm sitting on the porch. I haven't sat on the porch in a very long time. I don't even sit on the patio, or it's like a rooftop patio at the loft because it keeps raining, so the furniture is always wet. But other than that, not a whole lot going on for this weekend. Gonna start week 3 in 2 days. 2 more weeks. And then I take my big test. So yesterday while working, I did opening. Not used to opening that location. I'm used to opening a different location. So that one I really don't know where the light switches and everything are. So I had difficulty opening on my own. And the job manager set up the line while I was trying to count the registers and put those out. And we got all set up, and somebody else was doing prep all day, so I took over. It's 2, 3, it's like 5 stations on the line for them. It's really big, really big store. It's 5 stations, and he took over the one on the end, and I had 2 on the other end, and we had the app guy on salad in the app station. So we had 1 shut down. No. 6 stations. Yeah, because we had 1 shut down between the app guy and him. Because it's me, the station next to me, the salad station, the app station, a station we didn't open, and then another station. 6 stations. Huge kitchen. And I was just in my zone. Like I would make, a ticket or 2, and then turn around and I was prepping some sort of food, or I'd run off to the dish area, or I'd clock in somebody because I kept my tablet by me, which we have little handhelds that definitely help if you need to put on discounts or something that you have to look at a check or deal with time cards or anything like that. You could just pull it up right there. I don't have to go to a computer. And I turn back around and, you know, do a couple more tickets and then run back over the dish and, you know, just back and forth and restocking my line. And I just kept it restocked and clean the whole time. And the app guy, his was completely trashed. I had to clean his when he left. It was bad. It was real bad. But at one point in time, I had turned around and I grabbed 2 more tickets, and I had my stuff like lined up because I pre-set up the plates by prepping the first part of it before I put it on the grill, so that way I have everything set up, and I could just put them on there, take them off, put them up on the plate. It's a lot faster for me. And the GM turned around and he was just like, well done, you know, like he was so impressed that, you know, I wasn't looking lost and I wasn't asking for help, or I didn't look overwhelmed, or, you know, I just kind of, I was in my zone. So I think what I've been with this company 3 weeks now, 2 weeks of it in training, and I'm starting to feel comfortable and know what I'm supposed to do, and you know, it's getting easier. I'm still trying to figure out a lot of the ingredients to certain dishes and stuff, but it'll happen eventually. They all know I don't know anything. So, I think it's going well. But it's my day off, and I'm just going to relax. Dude, the grass clippings are on top of grown out grass from the last time he cut. Why haven't the grass clippings blown away? Why is it on top of grass that looks overgrown now? It makes no sense. It looks awful. Anyway, I'm gonna play on my phone and watch my shows and sit on the porch for the first time in a couple of weeks. I'm so upset. I woke up and realized the pants I was wearing yesterday. Can you see how worn thin they are? Look at that. I literally have no pair of pants for work anymore. This was literally my only pair, and I have no money to buy a new pair of pants. And I wouldn't know where to go to buy a freaking pair of pants. I have to wait until payday next Friday, and today is Sunday, to try to find a pair of pants. Hopefully they'll understand I have to wear stretchies for a week. I'm so upset. I've never been this upset. I've never been as upset. I have no stretch pants. But anyway, the scale says this morning 244. So my scale is going back down for my weight. 1 positive, 1 negative this morning. Another negative is closed last night. I got home here at the apartment a little past 1. I had to take my medication, and I got to bed at like 1:30-ish. And I am back up at 6 a.m. to open. I'm exhausted. My feet hurt, my back hurts, and now I have a hole apparently in my pants. But it's breakfast, it's meds, it's 9 hours on my freaking feet. I'm exhausted, and it is the last day of week 2.